Follow those 5 tips to upgrade your salary while not working more. Absolutely, honestly, this is if I learned one thing is that vitamin B gets you really far. Sometimes even further than a diploma. Vitamin D, this is how we call, at least in Switzerland, how we call having connections and stuff, gets you really far. I could have traded my active physical job for an office job. Can't get me to sit down for 8 or more hours a day with the office monkeys. Yeah, I mean, depends on what your preferences are. I want to work in an office. I don't want to do physical labor. So my preferences are different, right? So whenever I got the opportunity to go from sales to the office, I took it. I took that. Diploma are useless. We are right now at a point, at least in Switzerland, where having a bachelor's degree is bare minimum. I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, having a bachelor's degree meant something. Nowadays, it's counted as basic education. And the thing is, the bar is raising and raising. And there's more and more and more people that are having university degrees, and even they are not finding a job because there's so many of them. But the problem is there is nothing higher than university. Like, okay, you can maybe make a doctorate. You can get a, master's, doctorate, something like that. But even after that, then you're like overqualified for the job and you won't get a job either. Yeah. It's more about the people in said office than the job itself. I would love another office position though. If that is the case, if you don't want to stay in the same company, you could take the offer, work like half a year there, and then look for a job at the same position but in another company. That's what I did. Diploma in certain industries are baseline requirement. I got my HF in Polytechnic and it's really hard right now to find a job. I got a bachelor's in business administration and it's hard for me to find a job as well. Because right now, the job, like I'm looking for more creative jobs in marketing and public relations. But there is like this, I think I talked about this a few times already on stream, but there is this switch with AI right now. A lot of companies are investing into AI and I think they can replace the workforce with AI. But right now they're also waking up to the fact that they can't. So it's a bit weird. I don't know, it's weird. But I believe that the degree that I have is useless. I kind of regret to study business administration. In the end, business administration is broad enough. I can have a business on my own and I know what to do, right? I can fully own and run a business myself. I know how to do proper finances. I know how to do proper inventory. I know how to do some HR work. I know how to do leadership stuff and, all of that. I do know that. I do know marketing. I do know PR, blah, 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 blah. But I regret doing it. I don't know. It feels so useless, especially with the advances that AI is making. And if you look at, I don't know, let's say Shopify. You all know Shopify, right? Shopify is making a lot of automatization around how to run a business. You don't really need to know a lot of the shit anymore that they are teaching there. And also stuff like, for example, field research in marketing. No one's gonna go to the streets and ask people anymore what they think about X and Y. And nobody is filling out email marketing lists anymore too. Fill out this questionnaire to get like 5% off your next order or something like that. Nobody gives a shit. But Shopify is doing a lot of stuff to collect data, for example. And not only Shopify, a lot of services are collecting data for you. You do data scrapping now, it's faster and more efficient. Exactly, that was the point I was trying to make. Yeah, like a lot of things that I learned during my studies are just absolute utter useless bullshit nowadays. So I kind of regret it. Political scaring company, I've seen so many people get transferred to some shady countryside town. That's the company basically booting you. That's when you need to go. That's the company saying we don't want to boot you because then we will have to do some paperwork and pay and whatnot. We want you to go. Same here, I regret it as well. Yet there's so many degrees right now with the rise of AI that are becoming obsolete. And the problem is, what do now people like us do? Right? We have a useless degree. We have a degree, but it's useless. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna work in? It's like having nothing. Are we the same worth as someone who doesn't have a degree now? Adapt or switch? Oh, exactly. But the thing is, the job market is not as fast. Being your own chef is like the best option you can have ever. That is true. That's why I hope so much to become a content creator. Like, seriously, I already talked about this last stream. Right now, it's been like nearly a year and I still haven't found another job. Well, I did, but that was bullshit. Let's say the past 8 months, I haven't found a new job. There's a lot of layoffs. Switzerland is like nearly at an all-time high of unemployment. There's a lot of people looking for a job. Just Resu, thank you so much for following, dude. I appreciate. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate. And as silly as it sounds, YouTube or like becoming a content creator is the only light at the end of the tunnel that I see right now for myself. It is. And I know it's very silly because becoming a content creator is what? 1 in a million or something, right? There's so many people who are trying to become a creator and stuff. So it's a hard environment to compete in. It is. But right now, it's the only light at the end of the tunnel that I have. As silly as it seems, I don't know. I hope by taking a more honest approach and just speaking my mind, not caring if I, say something dumb or not. If I do say something dumb, correct me, right? One of my biggest fears is being in an echo chamber. I don't want that. Please no. Please no. Right? But just having a conversation, have an honest approach, because there's been so much dishonesty around content creation. And I would like to think of myself as being an honest person. I don't really have a big of a filter when it comes to that. So maybe people... as a content creator, you're always at people's mercy, right? And it's a very cutthroat environment as well, but... I don't know, it's the best I can offer. It's the best option I have right now, and it's really silly because everybody would like to be a content creator, right? So yeah, your content is hooking. Is it? Really? Thank you. If you think you can do it, do it. Don't ever let it stop you thinking you can't, generally in life. Oh, absolutely. Right now, I am in life, let's say, at a low position because I'm jobless, I'm living off of welfare and stuff, right? I'm socially speaking a fucking failure. Let's be real. Let's be real for a minute. Socially speaking, I'm a fucking failure right now. I'm jobless, I'm living off of welfare, blah. But at the same time, I see it as my biggest opportunity to give content creation a go. Because content creation is a lot of work. I don't know if you guys have ever tried it. Editing, making videos, making reactions, streaming, being active in the Discord, thinking of new ideas, all that stuff, It's a lot. And being jobless, I see it as a blessing in disguise because it gives me the time to actually do that. I don't have anything else to do whole day. So I work on that. We'll see how that goes.